Imagine reaching the end of a long, punishing climb. You finally crest the ridge, feeling a quiet internal certainty that you are enough. The hunger for outside approval has faded. You speak to yourself with the same compassion you once reserved only for others. Yet a quiet friction remains. Despite this internal certainty of your worth, your choices in the physical world often tell a contradictory story. You might promise your body an early night, only to push through exhaustion and stay awake working. You might identify a necessary boundary, then intentionally drop it the moment it threatens to make someone else uncomfortable. Self-love operates as an internal feeling, but feelings, no matter how profound, lack the structural integrity required to enforce boundaries in the real world. Achieving a sense of self-worth is a critical milestone, but it functions as a false summit. Without actionable boundaries, relying on feelings alone leaves you unprotected. To understand this disconnect, we look at the psychological mechanics of the mind, where your core self serves as a single, pristine foundation stone. This diagram illustrates a micro-betrayal. Every time you ignore a personal boundary to accommodate someone else, you train your subconscious to accept that your needs are secondary. Over years, these minor concessions accumulate. The weight of constantly prioritizing others creates a massive, unstable internal deficit. Eventually, the structural damage forces a question. How can you maintain self-trust if you constantly abandon yourself? Self-abandonment functions as a destructive, learned habit, one that systematically dismantles your psychological safety over time. Rebuilding that safety requires a mechanical approach. You must construct a bridge back to yourself, brick by brick. Trust follows a strict operational rule. Whether with a friend or yourself, trust grows only when your external actions consistently synchronize with your internal intentions. This behavioral shift, self-respect, requires a conscious decision to align your physical behavior with your truth. In practice, this means enforcing a boundary even when it causes social friction, creates inconvenience, or disappoints others. This daily practice allows for mistakes, but it demands a higher baseline of consistency than you accepted in the past. Every boundary you hold provides tangible evidence to your subconscious that your internal compass is reliable. With that evidence in place, your internal landscape shifts. The voice inside stays steady, and the constant hum of doubt grows quiet. Honoring your own limits exists independently of arrogance or a demand for special treatment. Self-respect functions as a protective mechanism, a recognition that your time, energy, and humanity are assets requiring defense. The execution of this defense is often difficult. Saying no and walking away from a familiar dynamic will cause immediate, sharp discomfort. However, enduring that immediate friction acts as a shield for your long-term psychological peace. Over time, as you consistently refuse to abandon your own standards, you provide a functional blueprint for how others are required to treat you. Self-respect provides the grounding root system that allows the abstract concept of self-love to anchor itself into reality. It serves as the bridge, taking the passive knowledge of your worth and transforming it into the active reality of living it.